What's up, GT gang? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm Mojo.
I'm Sam.
And we are going to be doing an overhaul on the, not necessarily an overhaul, but we're going to do an interior door panel swap on the Charger. If you know anything about 06 to 10 Chargers, is 06 to 08. Honestly, I think it goes all the way up to 2010. You either have like this charcoal and tan or charcoal and gray interior. And that's the door panels. As you see here, we have straight black. And if you know anything about my Charger, black is pretty much the suit that we're going in the colorway. We're kind of, I'm not doing the whole Knight Rider Batman vibes, but like black is like, it's kind of the trend that's gonna go throughout. It'll be subtle red and we'll have black for sure. And having black interior suits Martha perfectly. So Jaden and I pulled this interior out of a 2009 Charger SXT. So it wasn't even an SRT. I was pretty surprised that they had it in SXT. So I found out then. But we pulled it off, brought it all the way back from Oklahoma to Illinois, which is where we're at. And we're going to go ahead and throw it in. Everybody welcome Sam back to the channel. It's been a minute. So I'm super excited, guys. I haven't been able to work on Martha in months. I haven't even seen her in months. I gave her a little bit of kiss. Not gonna lie. I missed her. But I'm super excited, guys, and I hope you can see that I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and get started. I don't want to waste any of your time. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys at the end. Here she is, boys. Martha in the flesh, soon to be an 800 horsepower beast. Let's go ahead and open up the interior. Okay, so I'm very limited on space, so I apologize, obviously. So what we have here is we have a cover right here. Pop that off. There's a screw behind that. There's a cover down here, pop that off, screw behind that, and you have clips all the way around. I'm missing that one, of course, that's the one I show. But we have clips all the way around. You push the center in, and you're able to remove the clip. Don't push it too hard because it'll send it all the way through into your door, and then you'll have a clank that you'll never be able to get rid of. There's also Phillips screws all the way at the bottom. I can't really show you, but there's 3 of them. And there's also clips back here that you can't see, but it's the same thing. It looks like somebody replaced these, so that'll be pretty easy popping up with a screwdriver. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, guys. And then you also have this trim that it kind of snaps into place all the way across the top, but there is one clip over here, so don't forget that. We'll go ahead and get started, throw you guys up on some kind of time lapse maybe, and let you guys know if it's a direct swap or if we have to modify anything. Okay, so I apologize for the terrible lighting. I guess I didn't think about bringing a headlamp. But you have to pull outward because you have a clip that goes right there. Pulls straight out. And then we have our door hinge right here. It's just a latch. You move that blue part to the outside like that, and then it pulls right out. Then we have various plugs for your door switch. Pretty simple. We'll go ahead and pop those off, and then we have a free door panel. So this is what we had to do. We have the new door panel here. So if you have an 06, like I do, and you take your door panel from 2009 and 10, I would assume, your door switch is not the same plugs as your wiring harness. Okay, guys, so this is basically what we had to do. We had to completely remove our switch from this bezel because this bezel does not fit in that door panel. So we popped the switch out, removed the bezel, and removed the 06 switch and from the 06 bezel. It's kind of confusing, so stay with me. And we took the bezel from the 09 right here and swapped in the 06 to 10 or 06 to 8. I think it's 06 to 8 switch, but we'll just call it 06, and installed it into the 2009 bezel. That way it snaps in, and we still retain all of our factory applications that we had with the 06 switch, and everything will work as factory. And one thing we did notice is where this hole is at does not line up with this door panel. The speaker that I had, you'll see that my speaker's gone because the aftermarket speaker that the previous owner installed was sticking out and protruding too far to where I wasn't able to align my door panel correctly, and I wouldn't be able to install it. So now that you know that information, and it's kind of confusing, I know, but if you have any questions, just comment below, message me on whatever. And we're gonna throw this in, and everything's gonna go in exactly how it should, minus this screw. Okay, so I wanted to add one more thing. So you have your mirror control switch. This is the one that came out of the 2009. the pin orientation is not the same. I noticed that, so what I did was I took my 06 mirror adjustment switch and swapped it out into the 2009 bezel. So you will have to do that too. I guess this turned into a how-to, but that's okay because somebody probably wants to watch a video on how to do this, and I'm more than willing to do the work for you guys. So we'll go ahead and swap this in, throw you guys in time lapse and see what we get. Okay. There it is, baby! Sweet. Good shit, bro. Hell yeah. All right, are we ready?
Yep.
Yep, there it is.
Welcome to Sam's channel. It's probably not recording, is it? All right, boys and girls. We gotta pull this switch bezel out. I don't really need a screwdriver. There's 3 little tabs, and then there's a part in the front that kind of just slides in. 3 on either side. So once you push these in and push them down, go to the other side, do the same. But once you got all those down, push it back slowly so you don't break anything. And that pops out the back side, and then you have this out. So once you got this out, we're gonna be taking this switch out to put it into the 09 bezel. There's 2 on either side. Stick your screwdriver in here. Pry up, kind of push your switch out so that it stays unclipped. Once you got those 2 out on the one side, flip to the other, just like that, you got your switch out. And this is gonna go into the 09 bezel. That way we got all black. So we got the 09 bezel, we got the 06 switch, and we're just gonna put it in, make sure you have it the right way. The unlock and lock are facing up. Just put it in, make sure you have everything lined up. Click it in, and that's all it is.
And this is how you install it. It's about as simple as you would think. You've got this hook that slides in first, and then it presses in, and it locks in nice and tight, just like that. And now our switch is installed. We already cleaned the door panel, so we are going to throw it in. There we go. We're good. Hell yeah, man.
Sweet.
Good job. All right, we'll go ahead and throw this clips in, and we got another door panel installed, boys. Okay, so it's literally the exact same process for the rear. We are going to remove the clips and screws all the way around, and remove the door handle latch, and unplug the switch, pop it off. Most likely we'll have to swap the switch again from the bezel, but that's okay. We found that that's actually pretty simple. So we'll go ahead and get started. Such a pain in the butt, and you think you're gonna break it, but it doesn't break. So ideally it's a direct swap, but most likely it won't be. So I did want to add that I did end up swapping the switch. The connectors are not identical. There is a different pinout on the 09 switch. So I just swapped in the 06 switch like we did with all the other ones. Just use the 09 bezel. Works perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in. So here's the before. I'm not gonna have enough room to do this and record, unfortunately. So with the power of editing, here we go. All right guys, got it fully installed. And I did want to note that the screw that goes behind the handle on every single door panel, all 4, did not line up. So on the factory ones, and I can even show you, on the 06 factory, you can see we have a tab here that hides a screw. Well, that does not line up with where they have these ones on the 09 and 10 panels, which if you are really picky, you could modify some kind of bracket to bolt to, but it pulls it so tight with this screw and the screws across the bottom that, I mean, I'm not worried about it at all, especially with all the tabs and the push clips. Everything will be okay. I'm not worried about it at all. I will have to remove my front door panels because I had to remove the speakers that somebody else put in. That being said, guys, I hope you liked the video. Shout out to Sam for all the help. I really appreciate it. And we're really, really close, guys. I'm going to give you a little bit tidbit of surprise here. A week from this video being shot, the Charger is getting hauled and we're dropping in the engine, which is huge progress. This thing has had no engine for 1 year and 4 months. That's huge news. And I'm going to tinker on it when I have time. That being said, it will be closer to me. I will be able to walk outside of my house and work on it. Right now, it's about 35 minutes from my house. This is huge news, guys. I hope you are ready and excited. I hope you're as excited as me because I'm super stoked to get this thing on the road. I miss Martha. I miss driving Martha. I miss racing people. I just miss having fun with this thing. I hate to see it the way it is right now, and I'm really excited to get it on the road. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a few things, and hopefully you don't have to go through the problems that I did now that you were able to watch me do it and struggle. So stay tuned for the next one, guys. See you then. Peace.